What's up, guys? Welcome to part 2 of the Sephora VIB recommendation. Today we're going to be covering makeup. Alright, believe it or not, I have several foundations. This has been like this past year where I fell in love with foundations. Some are older and some are newer. They have different coverage, so there's like something for everyone. And I go from light coverage to higher coverage because, you know, some days you just want something light to just kind of even your skin tone and then be out the door. Other days you want something for the nighttime and you want fuller coverage. All right, starting off with the one with the least coverage this is an old one, but it's awesome and it's still at Sephora. Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. A lot of you, I'm sure, are familiar with this one. I have it in this shade 6.5. And this is a tinted moisturizer, so it has SPF 30. This is sheer to medium coverage, and it's hydrating with hyaluronic acid and squalane. This you can apply with your fingers, or you can use a brush, a sponge, whatever. But this is like the type of product that you can just throw on and go. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful product. This match is perfect for me though, so that's why I love it even more. It's perfect for mature skin because it's hydrating. It doesn't look cakey because it's light coverage. So love it, love it, love it. And okay, the next one, it's the Bite Beauty Change Maker. This one is $44. It's long wearing, nourishing, also with antioxidants. It's a solid medium coverage, but it's buildable. And this one is also good for every day, but it has like, you know, a notch up from this one. It's a beautiful product if you have like for a long day, like for work, or when you really need a foundation that's going to stay put. Because it has medium coverage, it has that staying power, and it looks beautiful even, you know, 8 hours into it. I love it. It feels really, really comfortable on the skin. It's hydrating, and it does have a ton of skin loving ingredients. And the last one, which I consider to be full coverage. For me, this is full coverage. It's the one from IT Cosmetics. It is your, what is it called exactly? IT Cosmetics, Your Skin But Better, plus skincare. So of course that got my attention. I'm a skincare junkie. I love taking care of my skin. It has a natural radiant finish. It's lightweight and it's buildable, and I agree with all of those things. I think this product has been out for a while. I just discovered it, you know, like, I don't know, 5 months ago or so, and I love it. I simply love it. I never did like their first one, which is the one that created that whole, you know, everyone was obsessed about that one. The quote unquote BB cream, which was, you know, coverage up to the insane amount of coverage. It's like full coverage doesn't even describe how much coverage that shit had. And so this one doesn't claim to be that, thank God. And it isn't. It's the opposite of that. And it's light enough that I can make it, because, you know, I like light coverage. This says medium, but I can play with it in a way that I can make it light coverage, and it's still, you know, it doesn't take away from doing its job. It's a beautiful foundation if you haven't tried it, and if you're looking one that has, you know, that all those good things for your skin, and especially if you have mature skin, medium coverage, that's the one. Another thing that I discovered really late is this Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur. It's clear, and guys, if you saw my video when I first put this on, I had never tried it before. I know, crazy. It makes your skin like silk. It transforms it, and it actually does. It actually does blur the pores. Trust me, it's crazy. A lot of products claim to do that, and they don't do shit. But that one, it does. It does. And I'm so happy I have this large size, and it didn't expire, and I put it all over my face, and it helps with the application of my foundation. It helps keep it in place. It has no scent, so if that's something that bothers you, don't worry about it. Okay, I actually forgot I have one last foundation, and it's the powder foundation from Fenty Beauty. I fell in love with this. I have the shade 300. Unlike her liquid foundations, those didn't work for me, and for some reason some of her liquid products end up having this horrible, horrible smell. I've heard other people say it too, so I'm not crazy. I'm not making this up. My daughter actually had her foundation, had to throw it out because the smell was so bad. And I have a lipstick from her that I love, and it's gross. I have lipsticks that are way older, like I'm talking years older, and they don't have a scent. And hers, which is only like a year, 2 years old, horrible. But I trust her powders, and this is a beautiful powder foundation, very, very natural looking. You can use it with a large blending brush, and then you can get a light application. If you want to use a damp beauty sponge, you can do that and pack it up more, or a kabuki and then build it up more that way. I mean, it's very versatile. That's what I love about it. It has a beautiful finish. It's not drying on the skin, which is very important for us gals, you know, with mature skin and dry skin. You know, those are two things that we cannot afford to just be putting all kinds of things on our face, because it can go south real quick. This, I find, once I apply it, my skin feels like if I just applied a regular foundation. It doesn't feel tight or dry or itchy. It just doesn't dry my skin at all. So I didn't expect to fall in love with it, but I did. So that's that one. And another Fenty product that I love and recommend is this loose setting powder. The actual name is Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I can't with these long names anymore. Seriously, it's impossible to remember them. It's like it's a story every time I pull out a product. But this one is beautiful too. It blurs the skin without drying it, and it's also so finely milled that I can use it under my eyes. It doesn't make them look cakey. It doesn't make them look crepey. Is that the word? Crepey or dry. It's a really, really good powder. I think this is my second one, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're looking for a loose setting powder that really, really performs well, and it really, you know, it makes the skin feel nice. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those powders. I recommend this one if you happen to be in the market. And another powder that has, you know, everyone loves and everyone talks about this one, so I'll be quick. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. This is shade number 2, and I hit pan, and I love it. I love it, and I don't know what to say. It's a great powder. It's just a great powder. I have 2 palettes that I recommend, and for two different reasons. The first one is from Too Faced, Born This Way, the Natural Nudes. I just picked this up this year, and the reason I recommend this one specifically for mature gals like myself, because this has everything you need to create just a natural look, but it also has some dark colors that you can make it into like a night look if you wanted to. And it also has enough shimmers. It has a nice bone color for the brow and for setting the lids, which I appreciate. I love it. Even though some of these are kind of light for my skin tone, so they don't show up as much. If you are not a brown, if you're, you know, white, then you can use all of these and they're all gonna show up beautifully on your skin. But if you're like, you know, maybe darker than my skin tone, then it would be like this part of the palette would show up more. But I get use out of all of them. I love it. I had it on my cart forever. I don't know why it took me so long to buy it. Now, one that I recommend for us brown girls, if you're darker, is the one from Jackie Aina. That the collaboration she did. This is an older one with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it has beautiful, bold, fun colors, especially now for the spring. You can play with some of these pinks, some of these purples here, and because it's Jackie Aina and she's a black girl, these colors are tailored to darker skins. Stay tuned for the next video, which will be recommendations for hair products for the Sephora VIB. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of my makeup. recommendations. I love you. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like and all that jazz. You know what I mean. Thumbs up. Love you. Bye.